What's going on, y'all? We are at the KOA Holiday, Indianapolis. Look at this nice upgraded patio. We pulled in and we paid for a pull-through, like deluxe site, I guess, or just a pull-through. And there was plenty of these available, and I was like, I love the swings that they have right here on your site, plus lights on this pergola. It was $20 extra per night. And I said, you know what? It's just one night. Let's upgrade. And now look, I upgraded and everybody's outside enjoying the outside. Outside. What's that?
You got us an epic site, so of course we're just sitting out here.
Isn't it cool? And look at this. There's not even a fire pit. There's an actual fireplace. It's incredible. Do you all want me to get firewood? No? It's too warm out or what?
Too warm out. I'm not too warm.
Mom's found a pizza restaurant that looks interesting nearby.
Can we go to the epic playground?
Daisy, no.
You ready right now?
No.
Can you get my shoes on?
Let's do it! So we've got a nice covered stand-up barbecue pit, which is pretty much exactly the same thing we had at Jellystone. Right? It's the same barbecue as Jellystone. Let's take a look over here at this empty site so you can get a good idea of what to expect. Now the deluxe ones have all cement, 2 sewer hookups so that they can meet your needs of where you're parked. Pretty decent water hookup there. Looks like there's a light on the power post. All the types of hookups. They're organized a little differently on each site. This one, the pergola is back there. Fireplace looks maybe a little newer. Looks like they're dealing with things as stuff happens. Some of them, like over there, have more of those little net swings. Pretty cool. I think a very valuable lesson we've learned on this trip is open the outdoor kitchen and validate that the sink has not turned on. Last thing we want to do is be over at the epic playground and find out that our outdoor kitchen is flooding again. We hit some bumps. So the southern part of Kentucky on I-65 was really nice. The northern part, closer to Louisville, it's like the road was trying to destroy us. So I'm gonna show you the pool area. Don't freak out. Use your imagination and imagine it clean. They probably, I don't know, just got done with melted snow. It needs cleaning. It's probably something to the tune of they'll have it ready by Memorial Day. It looks like a pretty cool play area for the water. It's just dirty.
And the Gaga Ball pit.
And for some odd reason, the Gaga Ball pit is in the pool area. Can't quite understand that.
No diving on the floor.
Looks like fun. Just gotta wait for it to get cleaned up. Pavilion hours. Oh, this looks like where they're keeping the firewood. Yeah, it's like a hill country hall. There's giant checkers over there and giant... Kira, I don't know if we're supposed to be in there. I was going to immediately come back out.
There's a key that's holding.
Look at that beautiful waterfall.
What are we doing?
So pretty. There's like a birdhouse right there. It's like a tree stump with a birdhouse. There's a basketball hoop over there, but they dumped a whole bunch of landscaping stuff on it. And they got all these pedal carts you can rent. So we've got another Indianapolis mining company. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know anything about this. That's really muddy. Is there really horses here? That's a huge change over the one in Kentucky. So when the parents want to come over here while their kids are playing, a bunch of parents can sit over here and swing and talk to each other. But what if their swings all smack into each other? Slightly smaller playground. There is also another bench, several benches over there for other parents that want to hang out up here while the kids play. Laundry and fitness room. Oh wow. You know, I recommended this to the Jellystone campground because they had a huge open area, and I thought, you know, they could put fitness equipment in here and people could be walking on the treadmill while they're waiting for their laundry to finish. $1.75 to dry, $2 to wash in a little library. They got some of your traditional cabins that you see at a KOA. And then they got some of these bigger ones that probably have bathrooms in them. Hey Kira,
Yeah?
come here. Hello.
Yeah. Horse with the goats.
It's 2 horses. Hello. I'm sorry you don't have any grass left to chew on. Kind of wish I had some treats for you. Nice little area to chill out and have a fire while you're staying in these cabins. She's like gonna collect all the wishes. Someday I'd love to stay in one of these traditional KOA cabins. Looks cool. These must be like a deluxe back end. Interesting, those picnic tables remind me of like a McDonald's outdoor patio area. Wow! That was awesome. Whoa, that ground was really muddy when I just stepped on it.
You stepped on a muddier part, I stepped on a drier part.
I just saw what looked like a tiny chipmunk by the bridge. Oh yeah, heart steps, cool.
So if it's like muddy around, you can walk on these.
No swimming in the river. And there was a little chipmunk or something right up here by the bridge, and it ran underneath the bridge. So this campsite is divided by this river or creek. So this is probably, we were going to be over on this side, on these pull-through sites. Ooh, look at the muddiness. They're decent sites. But $20 extra got us a lot of value. I don't think I could afford that $20 extra if it was for like a week or longer. Cement spot here, picnic table, fire pit, power, 2 sewer hookups. Not really, because they go opposite directions. It's really weird. I think you would have to have a motorhome to pull in straight on one of these. So what is this, just like an observation deck? And it pretty much, it belongs to this campsite. We can only go into it because there's nobody here. That's a glider. And you come on here and you can look right over the river. The muddy river. Here's Camp Canine. That is their trademark name for the dog park. And this dog park is actually looking pretty big. I see at least 3 benches in here. We've got some poop bags and a little trash area right out front. Yeah, this is a good sized dog park. Is it only one way in and one way out? And oh, my muddiness. Ah, what have I done?
I was about to tell you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it looks like only one way in and one way out. So I have to go back out the same way. But there's plenty of room for the dog to run. I'm trying to go over here to show that there's water, but it's so muddy. I think I'll just head back out. So this entire back area of this KOA Holiday has a lot of campsites. A lot of room. I mean, these sites right here, those are long. I really appreciate that. But they must have had a lot of rain because I see a lot of flooding over here. And there is a little playground. It's not real big. We better watch for mud on our way over to it though. I'd say this is more aimed at little kids, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Plus the tire is not like the other one.
Wonder if this is considered more of a deluxe campground with the big deck here and a fire pit. They pretty much all have a fire ring. Well, those over there, it's pretty much just metal, whereas these ones have the stone around it. I think one of the cool things about this park is there is a lot of buddy sites. These right here are buddy sites. A little frustrating that they're 90-degree turn-ins. I'm not a real big fan of 90-degree turn-ins, but the fact that there are so many buddy sites, if you want to go somewhere where you can hang out with your friends, that makes this a great destination. 2 RVs facing each other, or even more. I mean, look at that amount of space right there. If you had 3 or 4 friends worth of RVs, everybody could gather together in one space. I like that. One of the things I was just noticing back here in this bigger area with all the buddy campsites, there's no bathhouses over here. Looks like there's only 1 bathhouse at the main building. So, something you may want to take into account. I guess they figure since every site pretty much has a full sewer hookup that everybody's just going to use their own personal showers. Makes sense. So when you book this site, they give you warnings about construction. Their main front entrance is blocked. So they're like, turn in behind the Taco Bell. And this is the entrance behind the Taco Bell. That Taco Bell is brand new. Just had their grand opening. And there is plenty of space back here. I don't know, I guess maybe this was just originally just an exit, but it's now kind of become the main entrance. There's also a huge turnaround right there. So if you get back here and you feel like you're trapped, there is plenty of space right there to turn around. Kira, come here. But you'll be greeted by this sign when you come in. I think the only ones I've seen that were bigger, remember Colorado?
Yeah.
They were huge. Got some tent sites right here on the side of the road as people come in. Looks like they do have some power hookups, picnic tables, and a fire ring. But pretty simple besides that. Somebody is coming in with their Montana. So as you come in, there's a wood bridge that can actually handle your weight. It's a thick wood bridge. So this is the main entrance that comes down from whatever road it is. That's the original. I guess they took advantage of the time where there's road construction up there to go ahead and resurface the entrance, make it nice too. So here's the dumpsters, which are super duper full, but they actually have trash pickup service. They will pick it up at your site. And here's a dump station. This might be the fanciest dump station I've ever seen with all the walls in the back. You have to pay to dump. But I guess, isn't every site have full hookups? So why would you need to come over here and dump? I guess that's for people that didn't stay here. Like your flower. I just realized these over here are buddy sites too, with an actual cement middle. Look, Kira, there's another pet walk area right there. Poop bags and a trash receptacle. She's having way too much fun with all the wishes. Here's the one and only bathhouse. Just 2 sinks, 3 showers. Now I was impressed by the water pressure, but I was very let down by the fact that this was broken. We go this way and give you all the hot water, and go this way and give you only cold, but it wouldn't mix the water at all. And the pressure was so high, it hurt. While this looks like a nice bathhouse, that made for a not very comfortable shower. Maintenance guys this morning said that the park is open from March to November, and that they should have the water park area open by Memorial Day weekend. Park store has quite a bit to offer, including pizzas, which they will deliver to your site. So after staying at 2 KOA Holidays 2 nights in a row, I have a little bit of interesting insight. I would say that this park lacking the bouncy pillow and miniature golf makes me question, do they qualify as a holiday? Sure, they've got this water park-like feature here, but it's not usable all the time. I do think if they were to add just the bouncy pillow, that would add a huge value to this park that's missing right now. Sure, they might have to possibly get rid of a few campsites, but if you go across the river over there by the dog park, there's plenty of campsites for them to probably get rid of. and adding the bouncy pillow. Everywhere we've been, if people show up and they've got kids, that bouncy pillow is a huge attraction that they just flock to. And one other thing too, the gaga ball pit in the pool. Like, just for a moment there, I forgot they even had a gaga ball pit. Usually, if the kids get involved in a game of gaga ball, like for our girls, that they would drive across the country just to go back to Camp Margaritaville just for the gaga ball. So if you've got a gaga ball pit and you've got people that are involved in making sure the kids are having fun at the gaga ball pit, you're going to drive families to your RV park. Get that gaga ball pit out of the swimming pool area. Put it out here where it can be used anytime this park is open, and then get your staff involved. That's what made Camp Margaritaville such a big deal. They had their younger staff would go out there kind of refereeing and playing with the kids. They'd have up to 100 kids at the gaga ball area. And those kids ask the parents, please take us back to Camp Margaritaville. And that's the kind of thing that can make this park over the top. We're getting a second swing added, but right before we leave.
This one's drier than the red one.
So this is brand new. Or, I don't know if it's brand new.
Bigger than this one?
Maybe it's not brand new, maybe they just washed it. So the maintenance guys just came out here and reinstalled it, and I was chatting with them. I told them I was scared to sit in this one because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm too big for that. And they said the bolt is rated for 380 pounds. And I'm like, well, what about the chain? He said the chain's rated for more than that. So they explained to me the reason why some of these are missing was the bolts just came loose. The nuts came loose off the top of them. So they added JB weld to hold the nuts and bolts together. And then he said they're even going to epoxy the top to help prevent rust on the top of them. Nice guys. Our judgment on this park? It's a nice park. We like it. Kira says they have thousands of Roly-Polies. Do you want to stay here with thousands of Roly-Polies? Did you know, scientific fact, Roly-Polies consume a mineral that's on the earth that is poisonous to humans? How's that for some of God's creation? Roly-Polies are crawling around consuming something that's poison to you. I think that's pretty awesome if you ask me. We were gonna pay $70 to stay at one of those pull-through sites that were okay, maybe flooded. So we pulled in here and we saw these patios with these swings, and everyone was like very interested. So we upped our price from 70 to 90, $20 extra. We felt like that was a nice bargain. Everybody's been excited to be out here. It was a nice escape for one night for $20. Would I spend that much money for a week? Probably not. If they had had a bouncy pillow here and gaga ball pit that was open and active, like...
Not in the pool area?
Then I could see us potentially staying here like all week.
Yeah, gaga ball pit and a bunch of kids, and that's how I make friends.
How I make friends is I just walk into somebody's site.
You see a kid there first, though.
Yes.
You don't just randomly walk into anybody's site.
I remember she used to knock on anybody's door in Port Aransas to see if they had kids and wanted to play.
But were there bikes there or something to let her know that maybe there were kids?
I really don't know.
Do you remember this?
I remember she would go around knocking on the door, and I'm just like, Kira, come on. She's like, no, let's knock on this door. It's rather she saw kids there, or she had friends that knew there was kids in that area, or she saw bikes, or she saw kids there.
Someone smushed a Rolly.
Okay. I don't know that anybody is going to base their stay here on Roly-Polies. Do you think they should?
Nope.
Someone's getting dangerously close over here.
I'm gonna keep going.
Now we gotta plan our swing in here to
Ohio.
Indiana.
Ohio goes
Ni hao. Ni hao.
In case you couldn't tell, our older daughter's more of an introvert. Younger daughter's more of an extrovert. Definitely willing to go into your campsite if she knows there's kids there and be like, hi, wanna play? Whereas Kaylin, our introvert, she's not gonna even go outside unless a kid knocks on her door and says, will you come out and play? which was a huge problem for us when I actually told the kids in the neighborhood, please stop knocking on our door, we're not getting schoolwork done. And then she's like, oh, I'm never going outside again. Let's wrap up this video on the KOA Holiday, Indianapolis. Now I would say we have decided that we want to come back to Indianapolis. There's a number of things here, including the Children's Museum, which has been on my mind since I was her age.
9.
When I was that young, I learned about the Children's Museum in Indianapolis and have wanted to go there ever since and have never been. And I looked it up yesterday and was showing pictures, and they're all like, and why are we not going there? Because we're only here for one night. We're just passing through. So now we're gonna have to make plans to come back to Indianapolis. So I guess it'll be a question of, can we afford to stay at this KOA Holiday? Well, thank y'all so much for watching our video. We hope that you remember that life happens.
Don't forget about Mimikyu.
We hope you remember that life happens.
Don't forget about Mimikyu.
Don't forget that life happens, even children that interrupt you, don't let it stop you. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Obstacle course.
You're not allowed
51.
to.
I tried not to kick you, I just like did this.
It's a little bit too much fun for a campsite. It's gonna be crazy.
Buy one
Other
and hang it up on a tree.
Other kids are gonna watch this video and they're gonna be like, Mom, Dad, take me to the KOA Holiday in Indianapolis so I can swing at the campsite.
No.
Mom's gonna be like, that looks like fun. Dad's gonna be like, $90.